But before I do, man, I just want to say how happy I am to know that, you know, I'm still here. A lot of people didn't make it to see 52, and I'm going on 53. I'll be 53 in June. And so I'm always thankful, you know, to be able to see another year and to be able to share another part of my life with all of you guys.
Let me count mine, you know. Ask me what I'm doing, just grinding. Haters wanna hate, let them hate, never mind them. Be more bins, tryna reach the next plateau. And I can't stop till I achieve my goals. Keep a couple feeds inside the photos, so official with the vibe, you can kick up my zone. Hold on for a minute, let me count mine, you know.
What's up, Crier Gang? We are back with another video. This is the day before Thanksgiving. Appreciate you guys, all the wonderful comments on the first video on how to fully clean and cook 40 pounds of chitlins with the Crier family. On this second video, we are going to be doing the greens for Thanksgiving. So right now, before I actually turn the water on, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stems off these greens for you. I'm just gonna use some scissors. I'm gonna cut these stems off real quick. Make this as fast as possible for you guys because we still have to pick these greens. I know a lot of people actually cook their greens with a lot of stems in it. I've been to soul food restaurants that actually sold greens, and I'm gonna tell you, they have too many stems in their greens. Sometimes you order the greens are really good, but what you're getting is a whole bunch of stems. And stems is something I can do without when it comes to greens. So, I mean, you gotta have some stems. They say that the stems is where the flavor at, but I beg to differ. I don't really buy that myth where they say greens is where all the stems is where all the flavor at. I think people who don't break the stems off are just taking like the easy way out of it, especially in a restaurant, a soul food restaurant where you mass producing greens because so many people love greens. You know, I was raised off this type of stuff, but it's okay to have some stems in your greens, but I definitely don't want a whole bunch of stems in my greens. That's just, no, absolutely not. I couldn't do that. Like I said, this is like the really easy process right here. Pulling the stems off, and then you wanna start picking the greens. Again, everybody do it differently. Some people buy the bags of greens, which I was one of those people up until a few months ago. My son's mom, loved by Erica, of course you guys know her, she invited me over for Sunday dinner a couple months back, and that was my first time actually tasting her greens. And I asked her, I said, well, what's the difference? Why your greens taste so different? And what I mean was good. It was a compliment, actually. She said that she didn't buy the bag of greens like I usually buy. She bought the regular greens, the fresh greens that you have to actually pick and clean on your own. And the reason what made me ask that was because the taste of the greens, what I noticed off top was the freshness of the greens. The greens had a really, really fresh taste to it. And like I said, for a lot of years, I've been eating bags of greens, which are extremely good. But trying the new greens, as far as like the traditional greens, put it that way. And what I mean by traditional is before the bag actually came along. Just like the bag of chitlins. They, years ago when I was growing up, they wasn't selling bags of chitlins that was pre-cleaned. We only remember greens being sold in a bucket. Chitlins being sold in a bucket. So a lot has changed. So now, I'm actually into the fresh greens. So now what I'm gonna do here, guys, I got the stems off, well, most of the stems in the way. I got my trash can sitting right here. And now comes the picking part. I'm not even gonna rinse them off yet, guys, until I pick them. So what I do is I open the greens up to make sure that there's no weird stuff going on like bugs or brown stuff or burntness. And what I'm gonna do is just take my shears, I'm gonna twirl them around. I'm actually gonna get a pot for this. Don't let the pot discourage you guys. I'm gonna be cleaning these greens off. I'm just trying to separate the ones that's already gonna be picked for the cleaning process, because there's still a cleaning process, a very long cleaning process. You wanna rinse your greens off. Well, I was told to rinse your greens off 4 or 5 times. And that's even when I get the bags of greens. I rinse my greens off 4 or 5 times, even when they're in the bag. Like I said, I don't really believe in that pre-clean stuff, because pre-cleaning, who actually pre-cleaned the greens? Who actually pre-cleans your chitlins? Do you know the person? Did you actually watch those greens and chitlins get pre-cleaned? No, you didn't. So that's why I said, now this is what I look for in my greens. See that little brownness right there on there? You don't want that. That's garbage. Get that off there. You want to thoroughly go through your greens really, really good. Now I'm not gonna make the whole video about me picking the greens. I just want to show you guys how I'm doing my greens. So I'm gonna turn the camera off in a minute or so I can save the battery. When I turn it back on, we're gonna be doing the rinsing process part of this. Just wanted to give you guys an idea of what to look for. That's no good when you cleaning your greens. Again, everybody have like a different method. That's what I like about older people. Older people from the old school that make food like this, they know what they doing. And I used to say that when I was coming up. And now guess what, guys? I'm one of those older people who loves to cook stuff like this, and proud to say that I know exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, you want to open those leaves up fully. I have a brown piece right there. I don't want that on there. Oops, I didn't roll it. You want to roll it. Now, as any, like most foods, like cabbage and chitlins and stuff, greens do cook down, so you could have your pan over full with greens when you get done cleaning them. But when you get done cleaning them and start the boiling process of them, the greens will cook all the way down to nothing. For instance, this pan right here is almost halfway full of cut greens, but I know better. I know that those cut greens are going to actually cook down. One thing that you want to look for in greens too, especially fresh greens that's not in the bag, you could actually find bugs and stuff in the crevices of your greens if you're not paying attention. I don't know what this red thing is, but we're gonna get that out of there. Again, I don't trust anyone's greens when they say that they are pre-cleaned. I always was taught that the best food to cook, the best food to eat, especially when it comes to like this type of food, soul food and stuff, the best food to eat is the food that you cook, because you know how many times it's been rinsed off. Like I said, there's nothing against soul food restaurants, but I have been to a lot of soul food restaurants, both with my kids, with Erica, with our kids. We've been to a lot of soul food restaurants. And I have actually bitten into greens at restaurants that was really, really gritty. And when you have grit in your greens, that is a red flag to know that those greens are not clean. Look at this right here. You guys see that? I won't even waste my time with that. In the trash it goes. When you see that, don't even waste your time. You want to look for healthy greens that look just like that. This is really healthy. It's a healthy green. I have a little ways to go with the cutting process, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and shut the camera off for a few minutes until we get the rest of these bad boys cut up. Oh, and another reason for cutting the greens up, guys, because once you cook the greens, you don't want to have like a fork with a whole big old leaf on it while you're trying to shove it in your mouth. That's just gonna be crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off for now, guys, but I wanted to show you the start of what I'm doing in case you guys decide to make these this holiday or the next holiday, because you have a lot of people like myself who will cook on both holidays. But I'm at a point in my life now where I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to cook on both holidays. Like major food like this, I will cook something for Christmas, but it would not be as much as I'm cooking now. I said in the earlier video, you can take food like greens and you could actually freeze them after they get done cooking. And you can unthaw them a week or two later, even a month later, and they taste just as good. You guys heard that old saying, sometimes food tastes better the next day after it sits overnight. That is 100% true. Hey, little man. Hi, daddy. Okay guys, I am back with the showing you guys like the new updates on everything, man. I actually put the turkey out. I went ahead and got the turkey pre-washed off, cleaned off, seasoned up, got it put in the oven. So it was a whole lot going on today, guys. We're trying to get everything prepared for Thanksgiving, which is tomorrow. Actually, it's in a few hours after 12 o'clock midnight. However, I will not celebrate it until I get up tomorrow. So I have the chitlins on, as you guys seen earlier in the video. I have the greens on, I have the turkey in the oven. I'm gonna get ready to show you guys everything. But before I do, man, I just wanna say how happy I am to know that, you know, I'm still here. A lot of people didn't make it to see 52, and I'm going on 53. I'll be 53 in June. And so I'm always thankful, you know, to be able to see another year and to be able to share another part of my life with all of you guys. You know, YouTube is something that I didn't know that I was gonna be doing until I really got serious about it. And now I'm glad that I'm doing it. I'm glad that I got serious about it. I'm actually able to share with you guys what I'm doing in the kitchen around holidays and stuff like this, which before I wasn't able to do that, to be able to share my life with the world, man. And hopefully soon I'll be putting my Christmas tree up and I can actually share that with you guys as well. But I just want to say I'm so thankful for all of you guys, man, who watch my videos. I know I lost a lot of followers over the years, a lot of family members, you know, a lot of mistakes that I made, but I'm trying to right my wrongs now, and that's why I choose to move the way that I do, and I don't really say much about anything else except what's going on in my life. But I just want to say thank you all, man. I really feel truly blessed, man. But I want to show you guys what I got going on here. It's been a few hours since the chitlin's been in the crock pot. Earlier when I put them in, the water was not simmering like it is now. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the lid off real quick. Gotta be really careful. These things is really, really hot. I do have my 1-year-old son here, Dion. So some things I had to do off of camera because, you know, I have a 1-year-old running around. I don't, you know, I got knives and stuff laying around. I got hot food on the stove and I'm moving around and I don't want him to accidentally get hurt or anything. So that's what the chitlins are looking like now. I could hardly even smell them in the house. I will tell you guys what I did forget. I forgot to get a potato to absorb the fat, but that's okay because I rinsed them off multiple times before I actually seasoned them up and stuff. So now these are on high, in the crock pot, they're on high. So since it's after 7 o'clock p.m., I'm gonna go ahead and turn these on low for the rest of the evening. Actually, I'm gonna just put them on warm for the rest of the evening because these are pretty much already done. But I'm gonna let these cook on low for the rest of the night, and sometime tomorrow I'll go ahead and turn them off. So those are the chitlins, and I know somebody in the comments in the earlier video I dropped about the chitlins, they were talking about hot sauce. Guys, don't think I'm slipping. Don't think I'm slipping. Your boy is ready. Y'all see that right there, man? I ain't playing no games up in here. Y'all think I didn't have that hot sauce on deck? Is y'all what my son Damon say? Dad, are you serious? Come on now. You know I got the hot sauce ready right there. Now over here to the greens, you gotta excuse this right here. This is a pan I fried chicken in. I had to actually take it out the oven while I put the turkey in there. So earlier the greens were all raw looking, and of course they still are, but now they actually are coming to a boil, which is a good thing. So you might notice I have the turkey, the smoked turkey neck in there, and I also have a turkey neck in there that looks white. This turkey neck actually came from my turkey that's in the oven. When you clean a turkey, it comes with the turkey neck in it. So I went ahead and added that to the greens. It just gives it a little bit more meat. And so that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn these greens, put the meat down inside the greens now. I have not seasoned the greens just yet. Now, as you guys know, smoked meat is already seasoned. So it doesn't provide a lot of seasoning for the greens, but it provides some seasoning. So I will be seasoning those once they cook down a little further. And this is what I was telling you guys. Remember, the chitlins were over the top of the crock pot, so they had to cook down. When I cleaned these greens off earlier in the video, you noticed the greens were over the top of the pan that I'm actually cooking them in. But now they've actually cooked down. So this is going to be the true measurement of the greens, and they're fresh greens. So the greens are cooking very, very well. So I actually have that eye right there set to number 3. We're gonna go ahead and turn this on low. and let that cook low for the rest of the night. The turkey, I will not be unwrapping it because it just went in the oven, but I will show you guys that I do have it in the oven. Once that turkey gets partially done, I'm actually gonna pull that turkey out and let you guys see what the turkey's looking like and what type of seasoning I used on it. Now, I'm not a big turkey fan, but there is no way I'm gonna let Thanksgiving go by without making a turkey, because that is tradition. Now, you guys might notice I don't have a ham because Erica is actually cooking a ham at her house and she's having a big dinner. So I'm gonna be eating here, going over to my kid's house, I'm gonna go out to her house, and we just gonna be doing a damn thing. So some things that I didn't cook at my house, I'm definitely still having to cook at other places. As far as the dressing, I got these antacids. My stomach wasn't feeling too well this morning. But as far as the dressing, that's still coming, guys. Again, there's a lot going on when you're trying to cook and then do videos. I never really did a video like this detailed for any holiday, but I wanted to do this for you guys because I did say I was gonna start doing cooking videos once I got my new kitchen all done, and it's looking really, really good, guys. It's looking really good. It's a little cluttered right now, but it is the holidays. Anyway, before I end this video off, guys, I want to say thank you all for watching this video. Huge shout out to the entire Cryer family, man. Hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed holiday, man. Also, be thankful, man. Remember what this holiday is about, man. Being thankful, man. Giving thanks, man. So before you cut into that turkey tomorrow, before you cut into those greens and chitlins and dressing and all that, man, give thanks to God, man. Bow your head and say your grace before you eat, man. Your older people in your families are getting older. So if you have a family where a lot of you guys get together for the holidays and a lot of your relatives are older people, man, respect them, man. Tell them that you love them, because we're not guaranteed to be here next year. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, I'm gonna end this video off, man, but I love each and every one of you guys. Until next time, I'm Damian Cryer. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.